Well, hello me dearios. Here we are on well, it's mixed weather today, to be honest. There's going to be intermittent sun and showers. Temperature's about 9 degrees centigrade. And I've just been around the churchyard doing my usual stuff, mostly seeding today. So we've got various little heaps of freshly disturbed soil, which are molehills. Moles very politely, when they come up, they leave the equivalent of finely raked soil absolutely ready for its wildflower seed mix. And then they don't seem to go back and disturb the same exit next time they go down or up, from what I've seen over the last month or two watching. So that's very handy. So that means there's various bare mounds which are now seeded, so in a month it will be very easy to remember and find those locations again and see whether things have come up. So just behind Pivo there, if you can see, sorry, pointing at the sky is not good for having auto exposure on, is it? You can see the skyline. That's a double line of trees. It's a formal avenue which extends pretty far, and that was designed so that if you stand at the far end of it to your left as you look, if you were to stand between the trees at that far end and look down the avenue, especially once the trees have got some leaves and stuff, you get a perfectly framed and carefully designed view of what used to be the manor house, the manor hall or whatever, and is now the admin office for the science institute and all of the pharmaceutical companies. But going back, I suppose, just 100 years, that would have been the most important, influential or richest family in the village, many of whom and their children are back in the churchyard with moderately ostentatious headstones and slabs and markers and whatnot, with very finely, very nice masonry and lettering and so on. So anyway, that's actually what you probably can't see. Just between me and that avenue of trees, there is a fence, and that is completely off limits, private property. But this, although I believe the Institute does own this as well, this was a sheep field. So what's missing and what's been making me a little sad since I got here is there was a very famous guy who came up with a fantastic breed of sheep that were particularly meaty and robust and rather nice to look at. And there's none of them here anymore. But this is the field that they would have been in otherwise. Oh, off in the distance there's one of Pivo and my friends. I just remembered, the reason I'm wandering this way, just before the cricket club, you see the cricket pitch has just been beautifully manicured, mowed, and before that an old guy was going around picking up sticks one by one so the lawnmower wouldn't kill itself. Anyway, so this is the corner of the primary school. Obviously I'm going to be very careful not to point the camera. There's no kids outside, it's not break time, but need to keep the camera down. And this is a sheep gate, obviously, and there's lots and lots of there's lots of bare soil here. Now this bit right now where I'm standing, this bit right here of course is the beaten path that's going to get walked on, but around this perimeter here less so, and then around here there's a nice corner. So I'm going to put wild seeds down just along these bare patches, because even if people tread on them, that might just mean they get picked up and moved a bit, and spring up elsewhere. But this seems a place worth, just dropping a few thousand seeds, and then we'll see if anything takes later on. Heyo. So I'm being careful not to get you on camera because I'm on YouTube. Oh. I will get the dog though. What's the dog's name again?
Cousteau.
Cousteau, that's right. After Jacques Cousteau. You can leave him on that side, it's fine. He's not in the runaway. If you get to that corner and you're going through, I will have to call him back, but otherwise we've got no problems. Yeah, Cousteau's a lovely boy. Quite jumpy, but in a very friendly way. Okay, so I'm gonna go about seeding, and so just for completeness, this is what I've got with me today. Oh, sorry, it won't be able to focus on that. This is a little pot of my mix, which is, as I've explained before, about 25 varieties of traditional native English wildflowers, which are brilliant for pollinators and lovely to look at and lovely to smell. And mixed in, the very large white granules are 6 month slow release plant food, which you just drop on the surface, and then every time it rains, more nutrients slowly get into the soil. And there we go. So I'm just going to scatter this around, and you know, months from now, we'll come back and see if anything took. All right, well, love and light to everybody. Peace out. See you next time.